This is a 2007 Toyota Camry. It has a 3.5 liter V6 2GRFE engine. This car is in the shop because we need to replace the boots for the tie rods on the steering rack. I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. This is one of the boots, or bellows as they're also called. You can see that the underside is ripped. Now these boots or bellows, they protect the inner tie rod, which is a ball joint. They protect it from dirt and debris that can lead to wear and can then affect the tolerance and make the steering imprecise. So that's one of the reasons that we replace these. I've removed the wheel, so now there is a little bit better view. And to start with, I do have to remove this outer tie rod. I have to remove it from the inner tie rod so that the boot can come off. So this castle nut here had a cotter pin going through it, which is right here. I put this pick through it and pulled it out, and this one was so corroded that it just broke. The castle nut is 17 millimeter, and I can just buzz it right off with the impact wrench. I've left the castle nut right on the stud, and I'm using this ball joint remover to pop the outer tie rod out of the steering knuckle. And this is the best non-destructive way of uninstalling the tie rod. I've loosened the tie rod so it jiggles. Now, before I take it out of the steering knuckle, I'm going to break this nut loose. This cinch nut, I gotta break it. This cinch nut is 19 millimeter, and I can just give it a tap and it should come loose. With the cinch nut loose, I can pull this tie rod. Now I can begin to turn it, and I will count the turns so that this will minimize the need for an alignment. In fact, it might eliminate the need for an alignment at all. So that's one turn. I'll continue to turn while counting, and when I reinstall it, I will count and make sure I do the same number of turns for installation. 17 turns is what it took, and I'm gonna write that down with marker. I'm gonna mark it right on the part so I know how many to turn it when I reinstall it. And now this cinch nut can also come right off of this threaded end of the tie rod. The outer end of the boot has a clamp on it. It's just like a hose clamp. I use these pliers to take it off. So here's the old boot, and now you can see very clearly where it was ripped. And you know, I hate to say it, but this rip probably happened because of a power steering fluid leak from the rack. So the rack needs replacing, or the seals need to be repaired. But this is a big job, and we're not going to do it right now. For now, I'm just going to replace the boot. And this is the replacement. It's a Dorman product. This is a product number, and I will include it in the video description. It's a very affordable part. To get this boot onto the rack, I use this tiny little screwdriver, and I wedge it right behind the boot, and then I rotate the boot or move the screwdriver, and this helps the boot to pull over the metal tube, which is the end of the steering rack. Finally, to secure the boot, I use a zip tie that I pull tight with a pair of pliers, and you better believe it, that thing is not going anywhere. Now the boot is positioned right at the notch that keeps it from slipping out, and we've put the clamp right on top of it so it's not going to slip out from there. We've got our castle nut torqued up to about 40 foot-pounds, and we've put a brand new cotter pin on it. So we're good to go on this side. All we have to do is put the wheel back on. Then we'll do the other side. I think this will be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one.